Hey guys, Tarke here, and I just want to talk through some frustrations I'm having currently with GGG and communication in regards to the current treatment of Scourge League. A couple of other streamers have spoken about this before. My main thing though is more so just on the communication aspect, which has been irritating me a bit recently. A big point of the 315 interviews is to talk about how GG wants to be better at communication, not just when things are bad, but when things are good. And currently it feels like Scourge is in maintenance mode as far as I can tell. They could be working on some stuff that we don't know because they haven't communicated it. I've been trying to organize a dev interview, and that keeps kind of maybe happening, maybe not happening. Fair enough, stuff like that happens. But just on a communicating with the player base level, we don't really know what the situation is. Scourge maps are in a pretty good spot. Scourge gameplay, I think, is fun. There's a lot about this league that I really enjoy, and I'm looking forward to playing a lot more of it. I had some busy IRL stuff. I'm now in a position to play loads of PoE, and while I'm enjoying what I'm playing, I also kind of feel sort of a downer because of the whole, like, crangling of items still feels pretty lackluster for the most part. You're getting a lot of players who are big, like, softcore trade zoom players, and they're still talking about how it feels underwhelming to them with how many thousands of hours they put in. And GGG's being completely radio silent, which I found quite weird. I think the best example of the communication thing being odd is around the midpoint of week 1 going into week 2. We had a what we're working on post, which didn't really say anything. And we were kind of like, huh, they didn't really say anything. And then literally the next day, they did a follow-up, which is like, we're doing all of these changes to Scourge maps. It was this massive thing. And it's like, okay, so you put out the initial post because you wanted to communicate with the player base, but you didn't also want to rush and be gun-ho, to then literally the next day do a massive series of changes which made Scourge maps crazy rewarding. And this is arguably one of the most rewarding leagues we've ever had. But this league wasn't sold on being a mapping league. This league was sold on being like a pseudo-crafting, you know, do wacky things with items, and that aspect of the league is under-delivering for a lot of players. And people have been saying it's been under-delivering for a really long time, and GG has said nothing. Like, even if they were to say, look, we're not going to change it, we think the league is rewarding enough because of how just, like, crazy rewarding Scourge maps are, it is what it is, fine. But then tell us that. This whole, like, not really knowing where we stand thing is kind of just putting, like, a massive dampener on everything, because it now means that every cool new thing that gets announced is kind of tarnished. It's like they've been announcing all these cool race events, which I would be excited about, but instead of being excited about, oh, we're getting a cool new race event, I'm thinking, oh, is this just confirmation that Scourge is in maintenance mode? I understand they're very busy. 317, the big January league, is like the biggest league of the year. We're approaching the Christmas break. Workers deserve their Christmas break. The devs are working very hard, making sure everything's really nice with 317. Overall, I think 316 is an amazing patch. There's loads of really good things in there. Again, the Scourge gameplay is one of my favorite leagues all time around. I'm really looking forward to playing more PoE, but this lack of communication is putting a dampener on my PoE experience. And this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, but I felt uncomfortable about making, because I feel like, well, if I just make this video, am I just adding to more of the negative noise? And I don't want to be doing that. So yeah, this is just kind of a, whether you think the league is good or whether you think the league is bad, can we just have more communication, please? That's the main thing that I'm kind of after. But yes, I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Sorry to be a bit of a downer, but communicate. Communicate when stuff is good, communicate when stuff is bad. Just communicate. And then you're like, yeah, but Tarke, if they're going to spend all their time communicating, then that's less time they could actually spend working, which is also true, but I don't know. Communicate. I'm Tarke. Have a good day. Bye-bye.